Is Draymond Green the smartest player? The Golden State Warriors have enjoyed a fascinating season. They've gone above and below 500 each week due to their inconsistent play. Despite the inconsistency, the team has managed to record wins, especially with the explosive scoring abilities of Steph Curry and the assisting skills of Draymond Green. Outside the scoring department, Green has been one of the most important players on the team, averaging at least 8.7 assists per game. In fact, in a single game last week, the player was able to record a career high of 19 assists. Steph Curry has once mentioned that Green is the smartest player he has ever had to play with. And in this video, we will break down Green's style of play and see how his intelligence affects all of it. Welcome to Courtside, your one-stop channel for every buzzing piece of NBA news, rumors, and game analysis. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video with your pals. Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. It's been a few years since Green was named the NBA Defensive Player of the Year. That doesn't mean he isn't still the Golden State Warriors' most important defender. At the start of the season, we saw firsthand how important Green is to the Warriors team. This was because the team played 4 games without him, which caused their defensive rating to drop to 114.3, ranking them as the 25th in the entire league. However, as soon as Green returned, the defensive rating of the team immediately shot back up to 106.9, which was at the time the 6th best in the league. After the Warriors game against the Spurs back in January, it showed that the team had decided to recognize as a defensive-minded team. In late January, head coach of the team, Steph Curry, confessed that the Warriors were a mess without him. It was obvious how much he changed the team. However, at the beginning of the year, Green wasn't enjoying a fine season. He first had a foot and conditioning issue that caused him to miss a few games. Afterwards, he missed training camp because of a positive coronavirus test. This caused the player to naturally suffer setbacks. Not only did his block numbers reach an all-time low, his steals and general performance as a defender dropped significantly. However, what kept him going was the coach's belief in him and how he didn't stop training. The coach had said then, "I don't think Draymond is in his best shape yet. It's really encouraging that he's playing as well as he is. I think he can even be better." He added in a later interview, "The brilliance of Draymond is the anticipation combined with the physical force that he brings to the table." What makes Draymond dangerous is not just his defensive skills, it's actually his ability to be able to blow up opposing offenses, while still being able to stay in the right place at the right time, with the right rotation, and the right closeout to destroy opponents. In addition to that, Green has also shown that he is the man when it comes to pick and roll. Last year, the player was able to maintain 77% effective field goal percentage, a number that made him one of the best in the NBA. Similarly, during the previous playoffs, Green was in the 93rd percentile as the roll man. No one knows how Green is able to pass the center running to the rim, but he has done this for years, and every single time, it looks like magic. His synergy with Steph Curry is also impressive. With his impressive pick-and-roll ability, he's able to create easier scoring chances for Curry. In addition to this, Green is an impressive passer. The truth, however, is this. If Green wants to record 20 points in a game, he's well capable of doing so. But the player has consistently shown that he doesn't want that sort of play. He's a player who prefers to do what he feels is best for the team, even though this means he wouldn't score as much. And of course, this has been a key part of the Warriors' style of play in the last few years, and also currently. In regards to Green's decision to not score so much, his longtime friend and trainer, Travis Walton, said, "I think he's at peace with his game. When you're at peace with your game, you know what you're going to do. You know what you're going to bring. It's not all summed up in scoring. It's summed up in everything else." The 31-year-old currently records 8.6 assists per game and 6.6 points, even though this is a far cry from the numbers he used to record in the past. It is no definite testament to his importance in the Warriors team. Also, everyone knows that Draymond Green is the team's defensive leader. He has been that for years and will most probably be until he retires or gets traded out of the Warriors. He's 6'7", but no doubt plays better than players in his height category. What makes him different is how he creates mismatches all around the court with his versatile play. As a player on the offense, he's an impressive playmaker, and as a defender, he's a powerful defensive workhorse. It's also important to note that what makes Draymond Green great is not the numbers we associate with him. There are a number of players in the NBA recording better defensive numbers than he is. In fact, despite his intelligence, he might not be the best at processing games in a fraction of a second and using his analysis to make the right decision. But what makes Green different is his versatility and ability to adapt to whatever style of play. As a defender, he's quite great at lurking near a play. He monitors it, maintains the proper stance, positioning, and stance, which will definitely force the opponent to make a bad pass. On the offense, the player is also great at making low-angle passes, weak side lobs to big players, and also able to throw fast swing passes to shooters. In 2019, in a poll taken by The Athletic, Russell Westbrook and Draymond Green were chosen as the league's most overrated players. The reason for this is simple. Since players and analysts have no other way of measuring a player's effectiveness except through numbers, it becomes hard to measure a player like Green, whose effectiveness on the court cannot be completely defined by numbers. For instance, in early January, Green was recording 4.8 points on 34.9% shooting, 4.6 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.1 block per game. He was also averaging about 13.4 minutes per game, and his stats were no doubt his worst output in his career, even worse than his rookie season in 2012-2013. However, it took the head coach's intervention for players, analysts, and fans to start seeing Green in a different light. His coach Steve Kerr said, "I don't think I need anything more from Draymond. I think his engagement has been great. He really is doing a great job leading the team. He's very vocal in film sessions. He's vocal in trying to lead a group of guys and how to become a team when he's not on the floor. He's been active. He helps out defense a ton." Steve Kerr understands how dynamic Green is. His unique gifts and style of play cannot be judged by traditional standards. His understanding of angles, timing, and pace makes him one of the NBA's best defenders and allows him to channel a free-flowing style of play for the Golden State Warriors. In fact, Green has said over the years that many people don't understand basketball. Why Draymond Green might just be the smartest defender in the NBA. In the team's recent win against the Sacramento Kings, Green recorded 8 points, 14 rebounds, and 13 assists. In the 37 minutes that Green played, the Warriors outscored the Kings by 13 points. Even though Steph Curry scored 37 points, it was still the brilliance and play of Green that saved the game. It happened to Curry had missed a free throw in the last 42 seconds of the game, but Green was quick to grab him from behind. After the game, he said, "Lock in, brah, lock in." He missed some free throws, and that's kind of unacceptable for him. I was just telling him, lock in, knock these down. We know what he's capable of. It was just a little reassurance. Obviously, he's the greatest shooter we've ever seen. We all need a little reassurance every now and then on everything. Also, Curry understands how smart his teammate is. They've played together for so many seasons, and no one understands the extent of this smartness better than Curry. In the win over the Denver Nuggets, Green recorded a career high of 19 assists, and Curry complimented his teammate, saying, "When he gets in a groove like that where he's getting everybody involved and having a Draymond-type night where scoring's not really the difference maker, it's the way that he does the intangibles. And then makes everybody better by getting the ball on time, can finish off plays. He's the smartest basketball player I've ever played with. And it shows in moments in games like tonight where he just finds a way to impact winning in his own way." Interestingly, his coach said the same thing. He said the player is one of the smartest basketball players he's seen around, and it would be silly for him not to try to use his brain. However, it's not always been a smooth ride for Draymond, as he recorded what he calls the smartest dumb play in history in February against the Spurs. In a bid to find Steph Curry, DeJounte Murray did a nice job of blocking the pass, causing the ball to end up with Green. However, Green ended up losing the ball in perhaps what we can call the most baffling game-tying attempt in 2020. But this wasn't just a dumb, it was in fact a very smart move that failed. Green had anticipated that he would be fouled by Derek White so as to prevent the Warriors from scoring a three-pointer. With this opportunity, he would have been able to tie the game. But what Green didn't know was that the coach of the Spurs prefers to let possession do its thing in situations like that. And Derek White simply got out of the way, and the ball didn't end up a point. Head coach Steve Kerr also mentioned that this was partly his fault, as he knew that the Spurs wouldn't foul when they were ahead by 3 points, and he should have informed his team beforehand. Well, this doesn't change the fact that Green is one of the NBA's most intelligent players and will be for years to come. Do you think there are smarter players in the NBA? Tell us about it in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as more exciting videos are on the way. We are Courtside.